Hi everyone, Nick here. Today it's round 13 of season 1 of the Serious Racing League, and it seemed appropriate that we would be at the Belgian Grand Prix. I mean, the real Belgian Grand Prix was this weekend, the weekly event at the Belgian Grand Prix was this weekend, so not to be left out, we of course were going to follow suit and do Belgium. Fortunately, I really like Belgium. Great country, great track, big fan. So I was hoping that, doing the track recently for the weekly event, winning in my weekly event, I'm sure you've already seen the video, of course you have, so maybe I could take that winning form into my league race and get a good result. Practice started somewhat predictably. Practice did actually then go quite well. I got a pole. I got another pole. I only went and won a race. Absolute scenes. Of course, it wasn't all plain sailing.
Whoops.
But regardless of that, I went into qualifying feeling actually confident that I was in with a shout of pole here. Unfortunately, my first run was a 145.5 and was some 8/10ths off the mark. Not good enough. And then I nearly completely ruined it on my in-lap.
Crashed into a pit wall though.
Despite that minor shambles on the pit entry, I was able to go out for another lap, and I was actually able to improve by 8.5/10ths, which put me provisionally second, 4/10ths off Hags on pole. So I had one more opportunity to try and improve. 4/10ths to improve by? Could I do it? Well, let's find out and go for a lap of Spa-Francorchamps. So La Source, 100 metres, don't lock up. As you can see, I don't. Great stuff. And that means that I am already a 10th up, maybe 1.5/10ths by the end of the straight. Great stuff. That's exactly what we need. Flat through Eau Rouge and Radion, no problems there. We bomb it down the Camel straight, DRS as early as possible, and this is going to be a good first sector with my Ferrari-esque setup. Fast in sector 1 and 3, not so much through the middle sector. So we've gone purple, 2/10ths up on pole in sector 1. So it's all about keeping it together through sector 2. So much time to be made here, so much time to be lost. Need to be patient through Rivage or Bruxelles or whatever it's called. This corner, no name whatsoever. Go through there, run a little bit wide, 2/10ths up, teensy bit of time lost, and now through Pouon. Floor it through there. Really good. We run a little bit wider and get on the throttle a little bit later than we hoped. Car on the left's slightly distracting, but never mind. Through Fania, could probably be a little bit closer to the apex on the second part there, and it means we get slightly late on the throttle. Through first part of Stavolo, not the greatest, but we get a really good exit, and as such we're going to carry more and more speed down the straight. So we're 2.5/10ths up here, and we're gaining all the time down the straight. Blanchiment is no problem in these cars in the dry. We've just got the bus stop chicane. We've got 1/10.5 to make up, so we need to nail it. So down the gears, into the right hander, no lock up, that's good. Nicely through the left hand part. We're nearly 4/10ths up. We're going to floor it to the line, and we've done a 144.275, and we have missed out on pole by just 57 thousandths. And what's even more annoying is that 57 thousandths off pole was still only good enough for third, so absolutely outrageously close between the top 3 there. But would it be as close in the race itself?
Oh, fucking hell.
That's too cautious.
problem, what problem?
Oh, I'm done. Oh,
Really left Frankie. Sorry.
The one at podium was over.
yeah, that was always happening. I even lifted, that's the worst part. I may as well just gone for it. I think lifted probably was the worst.
Oh, seriously, don't do that.
Fucking hell. That's so bad. Heavy fuel.
Sounds like fucking nothing. Yeah,
Surely a safety car for one of those, guys.
she's just as a on the second one.
So lap 1 wasn't ideal, I lost a place to Frankie, but I was too cautious to turn 1, but at least I didn't retire. By the end of lap 2 I'd stuck to the back of Frankie, and as DRS was going to be enabled, this was going to give me a chance down the Kemmel Straight.
Second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Who's behind you, Nick?
Yeah. No, I'm only left.
Oh, yes. Amigo. Yeah, look at fucking... They've only got for now. It's scum. Nothing off. All top.
So that was me up into 3rd place. I was hoping the top 2 would start having a battle and hold each other up, but in the end Tony had other ideas.
Oh, he's gone. Shocker.
Green flag.
Oops.
Lots of sympathy there as usual. At the end of lap 8 I decided to pit, and after my close encounter with the pit wall in qualifying I took it very easy.
I want to get rid of it.
That was the worst pit entrance I've ever seen.
It may have been spectacularly slow, but I managed to get through unscathed. I was putting the medium tyres on here. The medium tyres would have no problem getting to the end. In truth, I probably could have gone a couple more laps on the soft tyres, but I didn't want to leave it too late, and as I knew that the car in front and the car behind were also pitting, I figured it was safest to just match them and cover them off rather than risk an undercut. So I emerged from the pits in 3rd place. Wiggins had inherited the lead as he hadn't pitted yet, but he pitted on the following lap. And although I was doing my best to keep up with Hags in front, he was doing fastest laps and I was a few tenths off that pace, 7.6 seconds behind on the track. I used my fuel as much as possible to try and close in, and by the end of lap 13 I had managed to keep the gap down to 6.9 seconds, so I had infinitesimally closed in on him, but I had to turn the fuel down and it just wasn't enough. And by the end of lap 16 I'd started to make silly mistakes like a corner cut there, and a 3-second penalty to Hags' none just wasn't going to get the job done. Instead I started looking behind me, and apart from a slightly nervous bit through Eau Rouge,
Oh, that was a bummer.
I had things under control and was able to manage the gap behind me to Frankie, and able to cruise home in 2nd place. Yes, you heard right, I finished in 2nd place to get my first podium of the season. Get in.
I crashed died.
Ah, fuck me. Absolutely sweating buckets here.
So there we go, it's only taken me 13 races, but my first podium of the season, and at a track that I go well at normally and really enjoy, I'm really happy with that. I feel like I had the pace to be there on merit, so even though Tony did crash and helped me finish second rather than third, I reckon I was on for a good result there regardless. So I'm well happy with that. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, then don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then what are you waiting for? Get onto that right this moment. Always hugely appreciated. And let me know in the comments how you thought it went. Do you think I'm going to have to wait another 13 races before I get another podium? Or do you think I need to look another step forward and go for, whisper it quietly, a win? Well, my next race is Italy and I'm a big fan of that one, so you never know. But anyway, until next time and the next video, goodbye.